Hi there, this is a quick guide on uploading new templates to our ABC tool. Currently the upload process, at least at the time of filming, is new, so some of the exact specifics of this process might change, but generally it's going to be the same process for the different parts of the tool that we're going to be using. Today we're going to be focusing on the template builder, so that's the part of the ABC tool we use to generate different kinds of promos, catalogs, just quick things that we can send to customers and give them an idea of what their final product might look like, as the rest of the ABC tool does, generally speaking. But this is what we're going to be focusing on today. So as you can see here, we have a bunch of things that are in the tool at the moment. And up until now, there wasn't really a good way of adding new items to it, but today I'm going to show you how to do that with our new part that we call the uploader, which is sitting up here. And let me show you what we're going to be trying to put up today, or putting up. So we have a bunch of files here, and these are different combos. And what I mean by combos is that there are different combinations of front logos, back numbers, back names, so on and so forth. So what we're going to be focusing on today are these two pieces here. So there's this two-color front logo, one-color front number, one-color back number, and we have it in hoodie form and we have it in shirt form. So those are the two items we're going to be trying to put up today. In the TBS part of the tool, this is called Combo 3, so that's what I'm going to be naming it. So let's head over to the uploader, and we can get started here. So as you can see, ABCTool uploader, select mode to begin, and what that means is that in order to begin uploading items, we need to choose one of these options. So at the moment, because this is early in the development process for this particular part of the tool, the only option you're going to have is add individual item, and that's actually what we're going to be focusing on today. In the future, we're going to be adding functionality for uploading multiple items at a time via CSV, as we do at various other points in the company. But for now, we're just going to be focusing on adding a single item. So if I click Add Individual Item, it says Select Database. And what it means by that is essentially all these different parts of the tool, they all have separate databases that they use. So for example, Template Builder is referring to a different database than TBS or HAM. So in this case, since we want to upload to the Template Builder, or the database we're going to select is Template Builder. And it gives us a quick little preparation window here for just putting in details about the files that we want to put up, attaching the image file and the Corel Draw file, and a control for uploading it. There's also a control to clear the fields in case you want to restart and rewrite all the details for whatever reason. So I'm gonna call this Combo 3 because it is what we refer to as Combo 3. Let me actually show you what I mean by that. So if I choose an item here in TBS, and I'm using TBS as a reference for these combos, there are presets here. Combo 1 has this combination of front logo, front number, back name, and back number. Combo 2 has this different combination, and Combo 3 happens to match up with the combination that we're putting up at the moment. So that's why I'm calling this Combo 3. Back to the uploader. So style, we're going to call Combo 3. Category, in this case, is going to be spirit wear. This particular field may or may not change to a drop-down by the time you use it, but for now, I'm just going to put in spirit wear. Company, we're going to call Top Uniforms. Once again, all these fields are liable to change. However, base price is something that we're going to be putting in ourselves anyway. So I'm just going to call this $16. That's not the actual price necessarily of this item, so make sure that you have accurate information before you actually upload things and enter them into the tool. There will be functionality for correcting things up here by the Edit Items button, and even deleting items that you've uploaded. So that's coming later on. But for now, in the early stages, just be careful of what you put up, because if it needs to be taken down, that's work for the developers, not something that you can do easily. So as you can see, I actually have the two images here. It's going to limit the files you can choose for this image uploader. So image file is what we're choosing right now, and it's going to limit you to JPEG images. So make sure that your exports for the thumbnail previews are in JPEG format. The only part of the ABC tool in which we deviate from this is a logo library, and we use PNG files for that to preserve transparency. Might be using it in logo inventory as well. I'm not sure at the moment, but it doesn't really matter here. You may have actually noticed that logo inventory and logo library have different uploaders of their own built into the tool, and that's just because those particular tools have more complex data sets that they need to keep track of, and it's just easier to kind of keep the uploading processes separate for the different parts of the tool. So that's why Uploader is separate from that's why Logo Library and Logo Inventory have separate uploading processes to the rest of the ABC tool. So, moving on, we're going to choose this one here. That's 2 color front logo, 1 color front number, 1 color back number. 5A just means it's 5 across, because there are, if I make this preview a bit bigger, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hoodies across in this template. And one thing that you need to make sure is that you don't have any pound symbols or, if you like, hashtags or sharp symbols, depending on where you're coming from. We don't want any of those in the file name. So what we're actually going to be doing when we deal with that file is renaming it and changing that symbol, which in this case stands for number, to the letters NUM, num. Num is a number. I don't want to rename that, thank you. I'm just going to click open, and you can see a preview of it comes up here. The colors might look a little bit askew because the tool might be using different color spaces to what you actually exported. Don't worry about that, it's going to look fine when you upload it. So I'm just going to choose the CorelDRAW file as well, and I'm going to choose the one by the same name. So it's always helpful to have your files named the same thing when we're talking about a Corel file and its export. In this case, it doesn't matter that they match. The tool will automatically figure out where to put these files based on which database you're using. So it doesn't really matter that the file names are the same. You just want them to be legible to yourself and make sure that you don't confuse yourself in the process of putting these things up. So just to recap, we clicked on Add Individual Item. We clicked on Template Builder for our database, and we filled in the information for this particular promo. That's Combo 3. It goes into the Spiritwear category. The company we've selected here is Top Uniforms, and the base price is $16. Once again, this is information that I've made up for demonstration purposes. Make sure that what you're putting into the tool is accurate, as accurate as possible. So I'm just going to click Add New Item here in just a second. Bear with me. Yep. Add new item, and that looked like it worked fine. So usually it's just going to revert back to refreshing, or at least right now it's going to just refresh the page when the upload's completed successfully. In the future, you're going to be getting a little dialog that says, upload successful, or if there's an error, you'll get a little dialog that tells you what the error was and how to fix it. So obviously we don't see that right now, but a good way to check to see if the file actually works is to go to the template builder and go right to the bottom, and here it is, Combo 3. It's in the category Spiritwear. We can get the raw Corel file, and that doesn't actually work right now, but that'll be fixed later on. Don't worry about that. Yep, looks like it's all good. That's it really. That's all you need to know about putting files up to the ABC tool. Thank you for watching. Hope this tutorial was helpful. Have a good day.